Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is...
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 5th season in the league, Marcus Mariota, the former Oregon Duck.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second down.
They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rock the pass. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Know your job.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Got a man. It's Amendola. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And they are...
Nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
We're set. 19. 31. 54. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. The numbers for Diggs from a week ago. 4 catches, 73 yards.
Was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a 1st down on that one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
No check. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Keep breaking them balls up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They don't want on this. One set. Eyes up. One set.
On third down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's got his man. It's Hurst. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mariota. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Geno Atkins got home that time.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's third and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Watson now to throw. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes our score 17-0. And now out comes Minnesota. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got a man. It's Brown.
Let's go, baby.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Marquise Brown, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Watson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Where are they, King?
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Mariota. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that last completion, certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Mariota looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
20! It's complete to Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson being chased, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota caught by Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. And it's caught here. Amendola. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're cut.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. He's got daylight past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And no time now. Mark 54. 55.
This is Gordon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And they will take a knee here. Now Lutz for the field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mariota to throw it. Herndon's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. Throw it, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.